Switch off the lights and close your eyes. Feel the energy inside. Chill.
Lead exile, quickly!
Fire! To an end, and we start again. Back to the family, a guaranteed emergency. The radical MCHP's got the melody. Back to the family, a guaranteed emergency. The radical MCHP's got the melody. Back to the family, a guaranteed emergency. The radical MCHP's got the melody. Back to the family, a guaranteed emergency. The radical MCHP's got the melody. 1, 2, 3, fire!
Hello my ball-addicted friends. Today I'm going to introduce you an old-school build with some new features that previous leagues introduced to us. It's very tanky, it has enough damage to clear all the content, and on this footage it's not really min-maxed. It's 10 or 12 exalt version of the Leaguestarter version that can defeat everything at the beginning and farm some currency to move you further through the league. Before showing you the build, I want to tell you about some core features. We are a life gain on hit king, so we have 10 life gain on hit from our cluster jowl and from our watch's eye, so we have 38 life gain on hit. Also we have 8 attacks per second, and we have 12 projectiles per attack, and we are using Hydrosphere, and Hydrosphere introduced in this patch allows us to strike not only the enemy but itself, and it allows us to double our damage if our projectiles from Molten strike strike the enemy. But it has some spread, so I admit that Hydrosphere gives us approximately 30-40% more damage. So on the calculation of the build we have about 20 million shaper DPS, and with Hydrosphere we can count it as 28 million. We have regen, we have life leech, we have life gain on hit. We use elemental overload. It's a non-crit version, and we're trying to stack all projectile area and fire damage through our gel sockets and through our tree, and we abuse our endurance charges, converting them into brutal charges using the Ant's Anguish. It's less defensive for Jugg because in this version we don't use our unrelenting ascendancy and we use only unflinching to generate our brutal charges, but as path of building doesn't count brutal charges, 6 of them gives us about 40% to deal double damage. It's 18% to deal triple, so these are approximately equal, and nothing special. It's practically all unique build, so we use Storm Fist to intimidate enemies and to have some extra damage, fire damage to attacks from our Abyss Jewels. We use 2 Grellwood Chunks to have point blank and to have iron reflexes and to have 4 additional projectiles. And we are not afraid of being hit, so we have 12 projectiles with the enchantment from Helmet for Molten Strike fires, 2 additional projectiles. We also use Exhaust Blood to convert our physical damage to fire and to cover enemies in ash, and other items are pretty simple to cover our res cap, to cap our dexterity, to be able to wear Alliance Vision, because I think it's the best body armor for this build, because Pierce is counted as more damage modifier for Molten Strike, though it doesn't actually pierce. And I think that's all. This build can be more tanky even in this version. Just take Timeless Javel with Divine Flash and put it here. You'll have Divine Flash here, and take these 2 nodes. One of them will give you +1 to maximum chaos resistance, and cap the chaos resistance with your rings, with your boots. Maybe you can swap the belt for the rare one, Stygian Vice with chaos resistance, and you'll be tanky as hell.